Hello everyone. Today we have exciting news. I'm going to be hosting the Seed 2 tournament. Finally, I'm going to be hosting one, which is going to be starting the 23rd of October. I'm going to share you guys all the schedule and everything and how to sign up for this tournament, and as well some exciting news, which are very good in terms of rewards, in terms of commitment, and so on and so forth. So first of all, let me tell you the tournament. The tournament is going to be named Lies Among the Stars. It's going to be themed with the space map and the spaceship, a new map, and everything regarding the new season. Of course, how do I sign up? It's very easy. I'm going to show you guys right here. How do you sign up? You go right here where you have the sign up form, which of course is going to be linked in the description. Also in my server, by the way. And here you can see we have 52 answers for at the moment. And of course, you can see here how to sign up. You need to be level 200 or above. You need to put your in-game name, your platform, your Discord name on my server, so I can actually give you roles there. Your current DC2 level, how old are you? Tell us in a few words why you will be an ideal candidate for the tournament. And here we have the schedule. We changed the schedule to be a bit more flexible with the people from North America and also from Europe. We changed it, we moved it a few hours forward, so people from North America can actually play, and also people from Europe can play before they finish school, uni, or whatever. And here we have also, if you are not selected, do you want to be a sub, right? So you fill this up, you start to be here on the answers, and then we can decide if we want to keep you, or if we want to give you a sub, or if we don't want to select you, depending on your account, depending on your actions, and depending on what we think as a staff it's worth having in the tournament or not. Moving on. Here we have the schedule. Of course, this is going to be once you join my server, and then once you have the role, you're going to see this Discord timestamp, and you're going to see the exact hour you're going to play, right? If you cannot participate, you say you can participate, and we move and we give the role to someone else. But of course, you see here 23rd of October. You play round 1, plays total of 6 games, 1, 2, 3. First of all, we separate so we can actually watch more people. So round 1, it's at 6 p.m. UTC plus 2. I'm in Europe, Germany, so that's the hour. And then 1 hour later, we have lobby 4 and 5. So we can actually watch them 1 hour later. And that's it. And then we have some interviews with the winners of every lobby. So on Thursday, you're going to play only 6 games round 1. So it's not going to be that much, because before we had a lot of games and a lot of hours on the first round, because we did round 1 and round 2, and that was a lot of time. So now we're going to separate a bit to make it a bit more enjoyable for everyone. On Friday, we have round number 2. Again, you're going to play only round number 2. We're going to separate the 4 remaining lobbies, 7 games each, and they're going to play. When we finish, we do an interview with top 1 on each lobby to see how the games were, to see what the ideas for the next matches are going to be, what's the meta currently, and a few short interview with everyone to see where they at, and so forth. Then on Saturday, which now is the fun starts, we have 3 lobbies, round number 3, 8 games total. There's not going to be an interview, but we're going to do a power ranking on the semi-finalists. So they're going to rank them up on what they think they're best to worst. So we have a bit of a ranking on the tournament players, which is going to be fun. Maybe we have some dark horses, maybe you have some S tier players, some people that are not that afraid to play against or to want to be paired with, and it's going to be fun, of course. Then on Saturday also we have the semi-finals, which is going to be 10 games, and of course later on we have a new interview with some of the players to see who's going to win the finals as a top 3. And on Sunday at 6 p.m. UTC plus 2, we have the 12 games as the finalists, right? And of course the top 3 interview, plus something special that's not going to be known. Is going to be a surprise award for the first place. So the first place is going to be a surprise award that no one will know until it happens, and until I'm having the interview with the top 1. So the top 1 will know what's the surprise award, and in that specific moment no one is going to know what the surprise award is. That's going to keep a bit interesting, because no one will exactly know which is going to be that special award, right? So it's going to be a bit interesting to see how players rank in the finals, and everyone should go for the first position. Moving on, first of all, I think I should tell you the exciting news that the tournament will be hosted on the SIT main Twitch channel. So I'm going to be hosting, not on my channel, it's going to be hosted there. I'm going to actually cast all the events there, and hopefully the developers, I think they will join me for the finals as a dual cast or triple cast stream, me and the developers hosting and casting the last remaining 12 matches, right? So all the event will be casted in the SIT main channel. Moving on to the also exciting news, the top 9 players are going to have special emblems, same as the official tournament on the SIT. The top 9 players will have special emblems, so it's going to be interesting, and we don't know what the emblems are going to be. Maybe soon we will have some type of sneak peeks about the emblems, but yeah, they're not going to know for the time being, but they will have a reward for that. Also, the people helping on my tournament as a staff, the moderators, which are a tremendous help and are actually the MVPs of the tournament, will have the tournament moderator emblem. So if they want to help, they can also get something in return. And the top 3 rewards in terms of shillings, which I have right here, are going to be top 1 will get 3,500 shillings, which is more than we have ever seen before, with 5 keys. So they're going to get 3,400 shillings, sorry, 3,500 shillings and 5 keys. Top 2 is going to get 2,000 shillings and 3 keys. And the top 3 is going to get 1,000 shillings and 2 keys. And of course, adding the special reward to the first place, which is a secret. Let's go to the point system, which has been very anticipated and people wanted to know. Of course, all this info you're going to receive when you enter my server and you have the role. You're going to see everything, right? But as a point system, and then we're going to go to the rules. Point system, it's a hefty point system to ensure balancing, which was used in Spanish community tournament and also in the French community tournament. The infected, both of the infected are going to start with 0 points. Start with 0 points. Each infected will get awarded 1 point if they kill someone at the in-between. So let's say I'm playing, it's Jack and Rachel as infected. If Jack kills someone at the in-between as a werewolf, we are both awarded 1 point for that kill. If I die and my teammate survives and kills one more at the in-between, that my points are going to be frozen, and he's going to be, of course, getting more points if he kills more at the in-between. That's how the infected works in terms of point. You need to kill at the in-between to get points. Okay. Let's see. If they actually win the game, they're going to get a total maximum of 7 points. So it will not matter if you get more kills. If you get like, if I get 5 kills and I win, do I get 5 plus 7? No, you get 7 and that's it. Innocence. Innocence, if they die, they get 1 point. As soon as they die, 1 point. If they survive, get 4, maximum of 4, right? Depending on your role. Guardian, if you protect someone successfully, you will get 0.5 points. And also, the player who gets successfully guarded will get also 0.5 points. So if you get a good game where you protect 3 guys and you win, you can get a total of 4 for the winning, plus 1.5, so you're going to be 5.5 points as a Guardian. Warden, if you mark successfully, you get a plus 1 point. And if you mark incorrectly, you get a -3. Ghost, so killing the menace or killing the, for example, the phantom, it's a unsuccessful mark, which will grant you -3 points. So you need to be very careful with the Warden. Observer, you are going to be able to play Observer in this tournament because it's a very hard role in terms of sanity. Now you don't get sanity per task. So if you win as Observer, you get a +1, so you are going to get a total of 5 points. Instead of 4, as winning for the Innocent, you will get 5. Key Escape. If the Innocence causes the ritual to collapse, a player who dies will earn 2 points. So instead of dying and getting 1, if you die at the key phase, you get a +2. If you still win, you get the same +4. Mimic. Mimic with the infected automatically will gain 6 points if they win, and 2 points if they die as infected. If you die as infected with Mimic, you get 2 points. If you win, you get 6. With Innocence, if you win as an innocent Mimic, you get 4. If you die, you get 1.5. So it's a 0.5 more if you go Mimic Innocent. If you die, of course. If you win, it's the same. If the Mimic dies while they're grabbing the key, so you cannot transform to the Innocent on Infected, so no one gets killed and you actually die while getting that, you will get a 2.5 points, right? Because, of course, if you die by grabbing the key and you're the Mimic, you will actually get nothing, and you could not do nothing, so you get a 2.5 points if that happens. With the Chemist, you start with 1.5 points. Each potion adds 0.5. If you win as a Chemist, you get 8 points. Doesn't matter who you potion, doesn't matter how many, you get 8 points and that's it. That's the maximum. Phantom, when you start as playing the Phantom, you get 2 points. Each point as killing people as a menace, so if you transform as a menace, it's 1. So if you kill 3 and you die, it's going to be 3 plus 2. Sorry, it's going to be 5 points. If the Phantom outlasts the Infected, so for example, let's say you are the Phantom, the Infected dies and then you die, you will granted 1 more point, so you will end at 3 points. And if the Phantom wins, you will get a maximum of 12 points. Because of course, winning after Phantom is very hard. 12 points. In the event of a tiebreaker, the following criteria will apply. The player with the highest score obtained in the previous matches will go ahead. So let's say I am tied with someone. The last match, if the last match I get 4 points and he gets 1, I will go ahead. If we are tied in the last match, then the next one will apply, the next one. If the tie persists, an additional match will be played with additional substitutes. The first player eliminated from this match will be permanently eliminated, regardless of the final result, win or loss. Points deductions, which I actually need to add one more right here. -1, I'm going to do that before I forgot. -1 point for asking items. There we go. So the point deductions are as follows. Warning for asking rolls. Everything is going to be a warning. If it done twice, will be a point deduction. So warning for asking rolls, if done again, -1. Warning for writing on the choker, if done again, -1. 1 point for talking in the tannoy. You cannot talk in the tannoy, doesn't matter what you say. 1 point for asking items. You cannot ask, yo, show me your items. Yo, show me your items. You cannot ask that. 1 point for speaking non-English in circumstantial comes on all chat. You, of course, can speak a different language when you are infected. You cannot speak not English. I mean, you can say something, but if it's circumstantial info, like you are guarded and you say like on Arabic, or like you are guarded and you say in Spanish, that's not allowed. You need to say it in English. Okay. 2 points, -2 points for bug abuse, and -3 points for intentional trolling griefing, judged by the staff. You need to show proof if you have crashed. If not, we will discount points. You need to show proof. Of course, the custom settings are going to be, as always, the same. Hit goddess is forbidden. Handcuffs are going to be forbidden. Solvent will be forbidden. Custom settings map is going to be 7 tasks at the start, 17 the action rate, and restored task is going to be 7. Very important. It's going to be hard to survive at the in-between. Rolls is going to be only 3 rolls, only 3 special rolls. Seer will not be allowed. That's the only role that we are going to remove. Is going to be the Seer. And Warden will always be in the games. It's a mandatory role. Phases, -10 in expiration rate and -10 in activation rate. So there is no altar rush. Communication, of course, pings are going to be disabled, and the mutations which you are going to remove to ensure we have good mutations are going to be disruption and drain. Those are going to be the mutations which we are going to remove to ensure we have actually useful and good mutations for the infected. Of course, the Prizepools we already know, and the rules which are going to be trolling is not allowed, teaming is not allowed, cheating is not allowed, insults, provocations, or discrimination are not allowed. The use of the tannoy is prohibited at any times. The use of the chakor is prohibited at any times. Asking rolls is not allowed, and asking to see items is not allowed. Those who wish to reveal the role, they might pseudo voluntarily. So you can actually say, yo, I'm the warden or I'm X thing, you know? Important, very important. In Circus, the Oracle, there is a maximum of 3 players allowed in the tent at the same time. You can only enter with 3 players and activate it, right? If there is 4 players, 5 or 6, and they do it, every single player in tent will lose 1 point. It's only a maximum of 3. You cannot enter as 4 and do it. You cannot enter as 5. You cannot enter as 6. You can enter as 2, for example, right? Not more than 3. 3 is the maximum. If that happens, -1. Important information. Of course, staff members will be able to help you, all the tournament moderators, and the failure to comply with these rules may result in a warning, penalty points, or even removal from the tournament. You can find more information in the rules and penalty section, of course. Here you have all the things, right? So yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, I think I have not missed anything so far. Of course, we are going to have content creators invited. Anyone can make content about the tournament. If you're going to stream, you need to have a special delay of, I think it's going to be 6 minutes minimum. So you need to have a special delay of 6 minutes at least. And yeah, guys, I think it's going to be a fun tournament. You should actually tell your friends to join. There is already 52 players, so the spots are going quickly, very fast. I'm going to soon start making the players join my server. And yeah, guys, hopefully I see you in the tournament. Thank you for applying, thank you for watching, and see ya on the next time. Bye bye.